Hey YouTube, this is Justin, aka Demonic Sweaters, here for LinuxMusicStudio.com. Today I have a pretty cool tutorial for you, and you can see what it is basically just by looking at this video. And what I'm going to show you how to do is how to create this cool retro VHS effect using Kdenlive. Now Kdenlive is a great free video editor for Linux. You know, it's just awesome. I use it like pretty much for every single thing that I do here. And I just wanted to show you how to do this. I know the VHS effect is a very popular effect, and I figured you guys would like this one, so here we go. Let's check it out. Okay, so here we are in Kdenlive, and just before we get started, make sure that you have a video clip that you want to work with, obviously. And then we're going to download just a couple of things from the internet that will help us along here. So I'm going to go ahead and post these links down in the description. And first thing that you're going to want, you may already have something like this, but if you don't, you're going to want to go to this link, Dafont.com, and then download this font. This is a VCR OSD mono font, and this is Linux compatible. You just download it, and then once you download it, you just double-click the file, and it'll install. Now you're going to want to do that before you open up Kdenlive because Kdenlive will need to scan for the fonts again, or you'll have to restart Kdenlive if you download it afterwards. So just download that and you'll get that cool looking VHS font. And then the other thing that I want to do, or that you should want to do, is go to archive.org, and then we have this VHS stock footage link. And all this is just a link, or it's basically just some static. Is all this is right here. And so you're just going to download this, and you can just go here to the download link right here. And there's actually two files here. There's another one that's just like a blank blue title screen, and you could use this too if you like, but I went ahead and created my own. But this, you might as well download this if you want to, because this is actually kind of useful to have for other stuff later on. If you want to just use this in the beginning of a video or something, it's pretty cool. So yeah, those two links will be down below. And then once you have those, you're just going to open up Kdenlive. And let's go ahead and get some footage. Hold on one second. I'm going to drop some footage in here. Okay, and let's go ahead and use this. And then we're going to use, this is the, I believe this is the, wait, where is it? Oh no, it's in here, sorry. So use VHS 1, which is the, just the static that we were talking about before. And then we have this, just a little video clip here that I recorded. Okay, so the first thing we're going to want to do before we do anything else is actually change the ratio of this video, because VHS wasn't in widescreen. So if you watch this clip right here, you can see that this is a widescreen clip. So this obviously won't be correct if we're doing like a VHS look. So let's change that first. Let's go into Project here, and then we'll just go into Project Settings. And then let's just change this to SD, DVD, NTSC, or PAL. Either one of those. If you're in Europe, you can do PAL. Or if you're in the States or Japan, do NTSC. And then just click OK. And just click Continue here. Now, the clip isn't going to change, but the way it renders is. So, first off, okay, let's go in and let's drag our clip, the static clip. So let's put it on top track 2. And then let's take our other clip and we'll drag it down here below to video 1. And then that, let's trim that to match the length. And let me zoom in some here. Okay, first I'm going to mute this track, or, not mute it, but make it invisible for the time being. And let's go in. First off, we're going to fix our ratio here on this clip. So let's go into Crop and Transform for effects. And then we're going to go to Position and Zoom and just drag this over to the actual track, not on the clip, but drag it to the track. And then all you have to do is just click this little button right here that says Adjust in Center and Frame, and then that will crop off the edges and just make that the correct ratio. So whatever you're shooting, you're going to want to make sure that it's not anything on the edges, because it's going to get cropped. So now if we play this back, you can see that it is the correct ratio, or screen ratio, so that looks good. And now the track above it, the video static noise, let's make it to where we can see that again. And then what we're going to do is just click, we're going to hover our mouse on the edge here, just like you would do a transition in Kdenlive, and then click right there on the corner bottom edge of that noise clip. And now we have this dissolve transition that gets put in there. So what we're going to do is drag this all the way to the end. And now we're going to go up to the properties. And we're going to change this to, which one? Subtract. So now when we play this back, you can see how it actually already pretty much looks like a VHS just by doing that. But we're going to do a little bit more just to make it a little bit fancier and cooler. The other thing that we're going to do here is add a color effect to the clip down below, just to give it a little bit more of a faded look. So let's just go ahead and go into the color effects here. And then the effect is actually called color effect. Oh, where is it? Oh, you can just find it just by typing in color. Okay, color effect, it's actually under MISC. So go to color effect, and let's drag that over to the video one again. And now we're going to change this from X Pro to old photo. And now that'll give it a more faded look. So let's look at that. Already look at a little bit more VHS-y. Now, we're still not done. I mean, you could be done here if you wanted to. If that was good enough for you, you know, that's a very quick way to do it. But I still like it to be a little bit funkier. So what I'm going to do is add another effect here. So start typing glitch, and then we have the glitchor effect. So let's go ahead and drag this down here. And then, okay, so this part, the glitcher effect, you need to change some settings. So what we're going to do first off is glitch frequency. We're going to put that pretty low to about 0.20, or 0.020 rather. And now block height, this is pretty important. Let's put this all the way down. Because what happens, what that block height does, if I raise it back up, you'll see that it makes these giant chunks, and that doesn't really look like VHS. But if we put it down to 0, then it makes these little lines, which is pretty common in a VHS. So if we play that back, now we have more, you know, kind of glitching lines there, which is pretty cool. Now the other thing that you might want to do here, or that I did, is I turned my shift intensity down, so it's a little bit less than it was before. And then color glitching intensity, you can just leave it 0. And now let's look at that. Now that's starting to look pretty darn good. Okay, so last thing, or second to the last thing, let's go back here to add clip, and then we're going to go to add title clip. Now here, remember we downloaded that font and installed it, the VCR OSD Mono. So the first thing you're going to want to do is turn on your caps lock, and let's just type in play up here. Or you could do record. Let's do record on this one. So let's just do REC for record. And then let's add another box down here, and let's just say, you know, 11:31 or 32 p.m. and then enter, and then you can do like December 4th. Let's just do 4. It wouldn't be that fancy. December 4, 1984. Okay. And now if you wanted to use that as an intro screen, you can leave your background blue like that. But if we want to overlay it over top, let's go to the background tab here, and just turn this fader all the way down. And then once you do that, just go ahead and click OK. And now let's drag this clip onto the other ones. Okay, and now we have that overlaid, but there's something a little bit funky about that. Is see how clean this title looks? You know, the title screen, the record and time and all of that. It's too clean. So what we want to do is take that glitcher effect that we put over here. And what's cool about Kdenlive is you can actually just drag this same effect, just drag it right onto your title clip. And that will take all of the settings and everything that you put on the other one and save it, or basically transfer it over to this other clip. Now if we play it back, you can see the glitches on the actual writing as well, so it makes it a little bit more realistic. Now the final thing that I did on that intro video, even though this clip doesn't really have a lot of sound, is I added a little bit of distortion, or actually like a noise effect to my voice, so it was a little less clean. So if we just type in start typing fractal, or sorry, no, what is it? I thought it was tap. I'll just start typing in noise. There it is, tap pink fractal noise. So let's just take that and drag that down to this clip again. And then here you can determine how much noise you want to put on the clip. So if we just do noise level, you can bring that up. Now let's play it back. Let's play that again. All right, so that looks pretty good. You know, that's definitely very VHS looking to me. It looks pretty convincing. You know, of course, you can still tell that it's not real VHS, or maybe you wouldn't if you weren't really looking. But it's, you know, you could get a little more creative with this if you wanted to. You can play around with different color. Sorry, there was a bug flying in front of my face. You can play around with different colors, you know, as far as processing the clip. You know, you don't have to use this color effect. You can actually use like the color levels, or you can change this to X Pro. Like some people might like that better. Gives it a more bluish look. But to me, I like the old photo look because, you know, actually VHS colors weren't that intense. So to me, old photo is just perfect. It gives it that nice, warm, kind of dull color effect. So anyway, that's how you do it. Not so hard. And I actually think this version, it looks better to me than the way that I was doing it in Sony Vegas. And it's actually easier. Like Sony Vegas one was pretty cool. And Vegas has some cool built-in effects, like the old TV effect that it has. Like that's a pretty cool effect. But you can do just as cool stuff in Kdenlive. And it's almost a little bit easier in a way because, I don't know, Kdenlive is just a very intuitive, great program. It's really, really good. It's one of my favorite video editors, even compared to like Final Cut Pro and Vegas and all those things. I think it's really, really nice. It's come a long way, and it's just a great program. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you did, click the thumbs up, subscribe, and like, and all of that, and comment if you have any questions below. And be sure to check out my Patreon page if you can. It's just patreon.com/Linux Music Studio. And as usual, you can check out my music at anthillrecordings.bandcamp.com. So thanks once again, everybody, and have a great, great weekend.